everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, something is a little different this week. But as promised, I'm gonna show you guys my Amish dress today. So as you can see, I already have it on. Promise this is not my regular everyday outfit. Maybe it should be. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely not. But as you guys can see, it's pretty covers pretty much everything. Here, let me see if I can get you guys a little closer. Okay, so as you guys can see, it's pretty long. It's not ankle length. Actually, this dress is actually kind of shorter than what they're supposed to be. This specific dress, my mom has some issues. She had some issues with it being what she thought was too short. But this is it's like in the middle between my ankles and my knees. But for the most part, most Amish dresses would be closer to ankle lengths. But as you guys can see, I already liked pushing the lines, pushing the rules back home. But that's not the only thing that I was pushing the rules with this dress, because it's the color. It's just a regular blue color, right? Not so much back home, because this dress actually got me into trouble a little bit with my mom. Obviously, I didn't make it without her knowing. However, I got the material without her knowing. And the material actually sat around for a little bit before she actually allowed me to make the dress, because she thought it was too bright. But I'm using that as an example of, I always say the Amish can't use too bright colors. Like, they're very limited on what color dresses they can have, what color, even the men, what color shirts they can have. But this color is more of the color that we would use for men's shirts. Now, men were allowed to have like brighter color shirts, but the dresses weren't. They're supposed to be more like dark colors only. So yeah, I pushed it with this color. It's not even bright, right? But anyway, this is what it looks like. As you guys can see back here, I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll have to bring it up close as well. But back here, like, we have we call it falda, but it basically gives these pleats down the back. It's all the way up the front until here. As you can see, the skirt is very very white. But back home, if you're a female, you're not supposed to have a shape. You're not supposed to have a shape. Everything's supposed to be hidden. Even socks, when you wear socks, you wouldn't wear ankle length socks. You would wear like knee length socks. Even though your dress is already covering your legs, you would wear socks that almost come all the way up to your knee. But anyway, the sleeves are always gonna be long. Now, you can roll up your sleeves if you want. These are too tight to roll up, but you can. But you're not supposed to roll them up further than your elbow. You can have them just above the elbow, but you're not really supposed to pull them up further than that. And this dress is tighter than it was last time I wore it. Here they try to hide this, that you have a shape, because like actually my hips, they're actually down here. But as you guys can see, it's like kind of, the waist is kind of marked to be here, whereas my hips are actually down here. So they're trying to make it to show off the waist less. Like, if that makes sense, like you have a waistline, but they're not trying to like make something look hourglass or really show the hips. So if they have the waistline further up, it shows off the hips less, if that makes sense. Now, who put all this thought in this, I don't know, but it's just a rule. But then this, so the sleeves here are actually not attached to the dress. So if you guys can see, the dress part is actually, the sleeves are cut off. I mean, not cut off because they were never attached to the dress, but they come with, the dress part actually comes without any sleeves. And this is only gonna be for a certain age group. You're gonna start wearing this type of dress when you turn like, I wanna say 14, 15, maybe say, no, it's before 16. So 14 or 15. And then this, you start wearing this type of dress more as once you're an adult, once you're growing. I have it attached already, but I'm gonna take it off just to show you guys. So here at the waist, we have these. I'll show you guys right here. It looks like that. And then these two parts, they would just come together here at the waist, just like this. And then you would pin it here. One at the bottom here. And then just one at the top. There you go. And on the back of this thing, it just covers the back. It doesn't even look like, on the back you can't even see that it's not part of the dress, but it isn't. It's a separate part, as you guys saw. But to finish this look, I don't have a cap, like an Amish cap. I wish I did, but I was so sick and done of those caps. With those caps, I didn't want to see them again. So I made sure not to bring one, but I brought a scarf because, you know, Amish women have to wear something on their head. So if I had left the house without anything on my head, that would have been like, what are you doing? Where are you going? You know? And I didn't want to be asked those questions, so I wore a scarf. But I'm gonna put it on now so that you guys can get a little better look. But for this one, you just usually put it back a little bit, and then you just, okay. And then tie it here, just like that. Just bringing back memories. Ooh. But yeah, I do look a little more Amish now, don't I? Just wait till my husband sees this. But another thing that I wanted to show you guys is, it's kind of like the Amish version of a bra. We used to call it a lavlie, but, and please don't mind the wrinkliness of it. It's extremely wrinkly, but I had it packed away. So all of this stuff I had it packed away. My first time even bringing it out. So yes, it's wrinkly, but it's okay. But that, and it looks like this. This is the back side of it. It's the back side, and then this is the front side. So it's open in the front, so where you just put it on. I'm gonna put it on top of this just to show you guys a little bit. I doubt it's gonna fit, but you guys might be able to get an idea of what it's supposed to fit like. But yeah, so like a bra, it's like very short. Doesn't go all the way down. This actually would never work. Yeah. Oh yeah, I would, because I can still kind of get it together. It's like, I could probably make it work, but it would probably be painful. But the point of this is to bind it so tight, again, with not showing off your figure. So they would expect you to bind this so tight to where you basically can't see that you have any chest, have a chest. But yeah, and then you just pin it here. Yeah, this is too small. It's even not long enough for me anymore. But that's the point. I don't know if you guys are able to understand it, but yeah, the point is to just bind everything so that you can't see that you have a shape, basically, or have a chest. God forbid you're a female with a chest. But yeah. Oh, and then one more thing I didn't show you guys is we have our pockets here. I don't know if you guys can, yeah, you guys can see. For pockets here, it's like one big pocket. And you're never gonna have more than one pocket on any female dress. And I'm gonna try to show you guys the size of this. Okay, I have a book here, right? I can get this. It's the size of this book. and get this whole book in the pocket. So it's one big pocket, so you don't need multiple pockets, but it fits a lot of stuff. But I'm gonna take this off and then show you guys a little more up close so you guys can see a little bit more about what I'm talking about when I'm talk about the rules and stuff, and like specific rules about the dress that they're looking for, or that's gonna go against the rules. I'm back again, but I just wanted to show you guys a little what it looks like when it's not all on. But again, this dress is also very wrinkly, so that maybe this side would be easier. And then this is what I'm talking about, like they get all these little pleats in, and they're sewn in, and then they also get ironed in, and that's gonna be all around the top of the skirt, just like that. And then when you iron the dress, that's the biggest part, because you have to iron it so that they go straight down. And then it's also, they want you to iron them so that they don't just end right there, like they don't taper out right here. They want you to put it a little here, like this one. This one would have been correct, because as you guys can see, it's like it doesn't like taper out at here, but this one next to it, that one does. So you guys probably can't even see the difference, but I can see the difference because I know what they're looking for. And then the middle two are gonna be ironed all the way at the bottom, and they're gonna go all the way down, so it's gonna look like this. Sorry, this is a little muddy. Apparently it was muddy when I left. Sorry about that. I haven't pulled it out since, so I didn't even know it was muddy. But yeah, the middle two are gonna be the deepest pleats, and they're gonna face each other and go all the way to the bottom like this, so the bottom looks like that. I don't know if that makes sense. But up here, these have to be this specific. Like you see each one here, they're like a specific amount apart. If they're too wide, you're gonna get in trouble. If they're too far, like this is perfect. I think it's 3/4 inch. I actually went and got a tape measure because I actually am curious exactly the amount that this is supposed to be apart. So yeah, it's 3/4 inch. So all these folds and pleats here, they're supposed to be 3/4 inch apart. And if they're further than that, yeah, you're gonna get in trouble. If you see, it's 3/4 inch. You can't see. Sorry. But yeah, if they're wider, further apart than that, we're gonna get in trouble. But also at the bottom here, you see this bottom part? That also has to be a specific amount apart. And this is also gonna depend on your age. Like if you're like if you're a little girl, there's a specific regulations for little girl dresses, and then as they get bigger, specific rules and regulations for those. But this is just specific for an adult dress. But let's see, this is, yes, 3 3/4 inches. And now you could go a little wider than 3 3/4, but if you go narrow, like less than 3 3/4, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. And then I'm talking about this part at the bottom of the dress. Ooh. This bottom part has to be 3 3/4 inches or it's not good. And then these things, these have a rule too as of how far they can be apart. And this one, they have to be 1/2 inch. So I actually kind of cheated this, because if you look at it, it is just less than 1/2 inch. Like, look at that. That's just under. So I actually kind of cheated on this a little bit. But no, I was always crowding the rules. Trust me, I was like always on the line, or just a little bit over. But that's all of those that I can remember. And this top one also has to be like specific width, but you're gonna more get in trouble if it's too narrow, but you can also get in trouble if it's too wide, because honestly, so if it's a little wider, it actually looks kind of nice. So yeah, I guess just don't look nice. But something else that I wanted to show you guys about this, something cool about this, is whenever we make dresses, we make them to fit regardless of what size you are, because as you're growing, like as you get older, you're gonna grow. Like this dress was made when I was like 14, 15, I think. And how many of you guys are the same size at 20 years old as you were at 15? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, our dresses are made to fit us for 1 year, 2 years. They're made to fit until it's either worn completely thin or it's full of holes. But the way they do that is they put these, they make them a lot bigger than what you need, and then they just do alterations until it fits the current you. So like, even now when I got pregnant, if I was still at home, I would have probably still been wearing this dress. Maybe not, because it probably wouldn't have been in one piece if I had been wearing it for the last 8 years. But what I'm trying to say is, to make this, they wouldn't have made me a dress to fit me during pregnancy. No. They would have taken out all these alterations, and they would have made it to fit me when I'm pregnant. And then once you give birth and you go back to your regular size or whatever, then you sew it back in to make it fit the current you then. So, but yeah, that's all of this. I also wanted to give you a little, this is the one I was talking about. This is the top part with the sleeves on it. This is what it looks like when it's not on the dress. As you guys can see, it's just the waist part. But same thing with this. It has these things that you just take out. It has some back here too. It's usually in the back and then on the side. So you can just let it out if you need to, and sew it back in if you don't need it. But yeah, I think that's everything. Let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you have any comments on the dress. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. And if you guys want to see more of the dress, let me know. Can't promise I'm gonna wear it every day in, day out, but yeah, I think that's everything. But I hope this helps, and yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more of the dress.